In Washington, Congress will continue to discuss police reform. This is something that protesters across the country have been calling for since George Floyd's death last month. KCTV5's Kaci Jones is live from KCPD this morning. And Kaci, so many protesters have made defund the police just a rallying cry of theirs. What is the latest when it comes to federal change on reforming policing in America?
Well, Gina, it's safe to say that police reform in Congress is at a stalemate at this time. That's because both Democrats and Republicans have introduced their own police reform bills. This is something that has been in the spotlight since George Floyd's death in Minnesota last month. Now, George Floyd had an officer kneel on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds while other officers watched, and of course he died. George Floyd is just one of many victims of police brutality and excessive force. Democrats have introduced the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It has passed through the House. The bill, among other things, would end chokeholds, qualified immunity, and create a database for officers who have been accused of violations to just make it easier to track.
Many of these young people don't think change is possible. Certainly they believe that the political process is not how you do it. And so if we go in with milquetoast legislation, we think that that is going to be so discouraging to these young people that we just can't do it. We will not do it. And like one of the things that I think they would just see us as traitors.
The Justice in Policing Act is not a done deal at this time. It still has to make it through the Republican-controlled Senate and then on to the president, who has already said he would veto it. So coming up in the next 30 minutes, I'll talk to you a little bit about the Republican police reform bill. That one is called the Justice Act. And I'll tell you how both of the bills actually fall short of protesters' demands. Reporting live from Kansas City, Kaci Jones, KCTV5 News.
All right, Kaci, thank you. Appreciate it.